For a Tuesday, the second day in the month of December of 2025. All right, well, let me greet you in a way that I know how to. Inakwana Karo Tutuoma, I would say Agife Olodudu. Nindeve, that's right. And in my dialect, I would say Messiere. Now, for the good people of Isoka, now you get to hear them say Emma Muriel Keo. Yay! And in the language that you and I totally understand, it will be Una. Good morning. My name is Udwak Daniel, and welcome to the Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show for a beautiful Tuesday. That's right. Well, shall I let you in on the fact that something's been going on? Yeah. Nigerians abroad demanding action on passports, NIN delays, and stuff like that. If you take it to Kogi State now, Ododo seems to introduce regulated hours for social religious gatherings. All right, so there's going to be a time fixated for any type of gathering right there in Kogi State, so you best want to watch out for that one in case your family members, you call them from Abuja and you'll be like, did you attend church, did you attend mosque? And they tell you, well, yeah, we're back, and you'll be like, it's not the normal time now. Okay, that's what's going on in Kogi State. So there is some regulation now to timing. And somewhere in Gombe State University, right, there is also a faith divide widening where students are protesting religious inequality in Gombe University. Well, that's going on. All right, Governor Adeleke has finally dumped. I was going to say leave the PDP, but he dumped the PDP right there. Well, we are going to see more of that story. So, ex-CDS Musa is meeting Tinubu as Irabo dismisses Boko Haram recruitment claim. All right, there's been some talks that, okay, there's been recruitment claims, of Boko Haram and all of that. And Irabo is dismissing that one. And ex-CDS Musa is meeting with Mr. President. Well, let's see how that, really turns out right there. Okay, so the defense minister has resigned. Abubakar has resigned. He says, you know what, my health is my concern. My health stands as the top priority, and Tinubu is planning to replace him. All right, who's it going to replace him with? We don't know yet. All right, but anyways, though, quite a number of things going on. Adeleke is dumping PDP. I said that before. I need to reiterate it again, is blaming it on party's national crisis. Who wouldn't leave? If I was in that very party too, with all of the back and forth, the factions here and there, loyal to whoever, I would just have left, a long time ago. But anyways, Adeleke has made the move and he has left. But before we go into some things that you ought to know still, right, let me also let you in on the fact that today is a day of reflection, sober reflection. United Nations is commemorating today as International Day for the abolition of slavery. That's right. So in one form or the other, we've been slaves. In one form or the other, we've been colonial slaves. And now we are neo-colonial slaves. That's what's going on. Now we do ourselves. They say dog, not a shop dog. But I don't know what is going on in this time, in this part, in Nigeria, actually, because it's seeming as though there is a higher dog, maybe a wolf, or I don't know, whatever. But International Day for the abolition of slavery. Abolition. In other words, total end, an abrupt end to slavery. Have we ended slavery here? Your guess is as good as mine. Now, modern slavery is on the rise. Okay, global annual profit from forced labor estimated at 236 billion US dollars. Can you beat that? Global annual profit from forced labor estimated at a whopping 236 billion US dollars. Okay, you heard that. I don't think you understood it. All right, but anyways, I want to believe you did understand it, because latest estimates by the International Labor Organization ILO is showing that forced labor and forced marriage have increased significantly in the last 5 years, where 10 million more people were in modern slavery in 2021 compared to 2016. Global estimates bringing a total to 50 million worldwide. Women and children remain disproportionately vulnerable. Always. So the annual global profit generated from forced labor is estimated at a whopping 236 billion US dollars, and this amount represents government's wages effectively stolen from workers. Did you hear that? Wages that has been effectively stolen from workers, particularly affecting those already struggling to support their families. For migrant workers, it means less money being sent back home. Additionally, governments lose tax revenue due to the illegal nature of these profits, which can also foster further exploitation, empower criminal networks, and undermine the rule of law. This particular day is a sign for me. I mean, it's a strong sign. It's talking to me. All right? It's talking to me. Now, did you know that an estimated 50 million people are in modern slavery, including 28 million in forced labor and 22 million in forced marriage? Did you know that? Almost 1 in 8 of all those in forced labor are children. More than half of these children are in commercial sexual exploitation. Good Lord. And that reminds me of a headline that I saw where a mother has decried that her child, a daughter, has been in captivity. Is it for 2 years now? Or I don't know, but for a long time. For a long time. Well, anyways, I'll just leave it there. I mean, let's give you some things that you ought to know this morning right there, all right? So, Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has resigned his membership from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as political parties commence 2026 gubernatorial primaries. Now, this is coming barely 12 hours when the Osun State chairman of PDP, Sunday Bisi, said Adeleke will not pick the party's re-election ticket over national leadership crisis. All right. Now, Minister of Defense Alhaji Mohammed Badaru Abubakar on Monday tendered his resignation from office as minister, premising his reason on ill health. Meanwhile, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has accepted the minister's resignation, thanking him for his service to the nation. All right. Now, the Ariwa Consultative Forum, ACF, has refuted claims that it endorsed amnesty and financial incentives for terrorists and bandits operating across northern Nigeria. In a sharply worded statement released on Monday, the ACF dismissed the allegation sparked by a viral video clip from an interview granted to Arise News by its Board of Trustees chairman Alhaji Bashir Dalhatu. Okay, but dozens of commuters, the Arewa Consultative Forum. Okay, dozens of commuters were stuck on the Oshokoshoko Obajana Highway in Kogi State on Monday following a combative exchange between security operatives and bandits. Many parked their vehicles and fled as the gun battle lasted for hours. Tension erupted after terrorists launched another brazen attack on the increasingly dangerous corridor. Can you see the boldness that we have allowed terrorists to come up with? I mean, they first of all, they man our roads now. They do the roadblock. That's what they do now. And now they hold our security operatives for hours on end of shooting. Can you beat that? And then they can launch another one at the same. Good Lord. But anyways, residents of Bakale village in Kilgore district, Yabo local government area of Sokoto state, have been ordered to pay a 20 million naira levy to prevent deadly attacks. In an audio recording obtained by our reporter, the leader of the armed group instructed the village head to convene a meeting with residents and communicate the demand. Taraba State Governor Abu Kefas on Monday met with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the presidential village Abuja, in a closed-door session. Also present was the national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Professor Nantawe Yelweta. Okay, northern governors on Monday warned that the region stood on the brink of losing its future to escalating insecurity and deepening poverty unless leaders took urgent, decisive action. Which leaders are you talking about here, northern governors? I'm just trying to understand it. When you talk about leaders, what are you? You are, okay, now you're a servant. Servant leaders, okay. Or leaders, okay. You know what? I'll leave it there. But they also called for state police as a way of out of the high-level insecurity in the north and asked for a 6-month ban on mining in the region. 6 months? Well, I thought you were going to be a lifetime ban on mining in the region. Maybe 5 years or 10 years. 6 months? Okay, somebody will say they know what they're doing. But anyways, The Naira on Monday appreciated to 1,470 Naira to a dollar in the parallel markets from 1,476 Naira to a dollar last weekend. However, the Naira depreciated to 1,450 Naira to a dollar in the Nigerian foreign exchange market, NFM. Okay, away from that now, the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, on Monday warned that it would resume a total indefinite and comprehensive strike if the federal government fails to implement agreed upon demands within 4 weeks. All right, the announcement was made in a communique issued at the end of NARD's extraordinary National Executive Council meeting. They gave the federal government an ultimatum of 4 weeks, if not an indefinite. We don't know when this one is going to stop. That's what they're trying to say. I mean, indefinite. That's where we're going to go. Strike. They didn't just stop there. They said it's an indefinite, comprehensive. Oh, good Lord. The way we use words in this country, I mean, sometimes these words can actually become the heart attack to a patient, actually. You don't read this please don't play this to any patient who is probably in a very critical situation and wants to go to the hospital and all of that. Because hearing this, okay. We'll leave it there. But government, please implement agreed upon agreements. Because for the NARD to give 4 weeks, what it means is we know you have this. You have the capacity to even fix it in 2 weeks, in 1 week, in 3 days. But we will give you the benefit of the doubt. 4 weeks, 1 month. 7 builders were trapped on Monday when an uncompleted story building on Sir Kashim Ibrahim Street in the Bauchi Metropolis collapsed. Confirming the development, the Deputy Director of the Bauchi State Fire Service, Dauda Pali, said the agency received a distress call and immediately deployed personnel to the scene. All right. Okay, that's tragic, very tragic. Well, we got a couple of dailies right here in front of us, and we'll be taking them as quickly as we could now. I see this one is coming from the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and the big story on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper for today, Tuesday, the 2nd of December of 2025, Court of Appeal grants interim restorative orders, reversing judgment procured by who? Okay, find out on the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper, and it's a really big story. But anyways, let's go to this one here now. Just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner, confusion over Adeleke as PDP NWC Osun chapter differ on governorship primaries. Page 25 you'd find, and to page 26, add 1 to 25, you get 26. Northern governors endorse state police, and it's got 2 riders, each state to contribute 1 billion naira every month for security. Each state to contribute 1 billion naira every month for security. Oh, good Lord. Our states, you have money. So you can contribute 1 billion naira to insecurity every month. But 1 month, you contribute 1 billion. Many thanks to subsidy removal. But we see this one here, and the second writer wants federal government to suspend mining exploration for 6 months. All right. Now, fresh $100 million investment lands in Edo. Governor commends firm. All right, page 4 has got that one right there. And that's how we leave the Nigerian Tribune newspaper now, and we bring you this one coming from the Guardian newspaper, the big story on the front page. Northern leaders suspend mining, back state police to tackle insecurity. Page 6 has got that story, and just atop the heights, the peak, the apogee, the zenith of the Guardian newspaper front banner now, you would see this one. Federal High Court puts an order. Okay. All right. What order is it? Okay, you go find out. You don't find out on page 25 of a Guardian newspaper right there. And that's how the Guardian says bye-bye to us. But we go to the Punch newspaper now, the front page of the Punch newspaper now. Tinubu plans replacement as defense minister resigns. Page 2 to another page 2 now. Faith divide widens. Students protest religious inequality at Gombe University. Page 3. So add 1 to 2, you get 3. You already know. And now we take you to another page 2 right now. This one very important now. abduction surge. Northern governors demand mining suspension. Unveil 228 billion naira security fund. Can you beat that? Okay, it's got one writer to it, and the writer says state police stops agenda at 19 northern governors meeting. Federal government enlists UK France's support. Okay. All right. And at the back page of the Punch newspaper now, ambassadorial list, Tinubu shows again that he doesn't care. All right. Somebody is actually putting an editorial right there. You go check it out. Still at the back page of the Punch newspaper, we see this one, kidnap epidemic. Oh, is it an epidemic now? Okay, questions, more questions, many questions, quite a lot of questions, I tell you, but don't worry, we'll find answers to them. Well, we already know the answer. What am I saying? Well, where are we finding the answers to? But the Vanguard newspaper is so busy that we have to indeed take some time to look at the stories on the front page. Now, I see the big story on the front page now. Insecurity written in red is the kicker. Northern governors, okay, state police suspend mining. Has got a couple of riders to it now. Warn region will collapse. If what? They'll find out on page 5. And it continues with the riders. Terrorists abduct nursing mother, 10 others in Kano. Terrorists abduct nursing mother, 10 others in Kano. Can you also imagine that? Panic at Abuja school as students mistake soldiers for kidnappers. Why wouldn't we mistake soldiers for kidnappers when kidnappers and soldiers alike wear camouflage? Yeah. All right, see what is causing already now the state of insecurity, even right here in the Federal Capital Territory. But police foil planned mass kidnap attack in Abuja, kill 3 bandits. Well done. We should give it to the police, right? Okay, just a half bell right there, because the foiling and the onslaught compared to what the kidnappers are doing and these terrorists are doing, it's not commensurate. They are one step ahead. Always, if not 5 steps ahead. But abducted Niger school children are doing fine. Will return home soon, Ribadu was saying. Tinubu must enforce emergency declaration on security. Okay, experts are saying, Mr. President, don't just tell us you've declared a state of emergency on insecurity. No, it has to be implemented. We have to enforce it. Because from the look of things, it doesn't seem like it's being enforced. Security experts are telling Mr. President there. Jonathan's wife, Ganduje Duke, Fayose, others lose Abuja lands as Wike revokes 1,095 plots. Okay, page 8, you'd find that one. We are no longer owners of property. Fayose, Obalagbon, they're all saying that right there. Okay, Wike's doing the most right now. Amotekun. Agbekoya, warriors move into Southwest Forest. Can you see that? Page 10. Board promotes 24,202 senior paramilitary officers. Page 8, you'd find that one now. And Fubara counters Speaker Amawele's criticism on education. Page 15. Well, how many of y'all have noticed Fubara's just gone quiet? Probably conforming to status quo now. But anyways, if that's going to bring peace, let the peace reign. All right, to page 5 here now. Defense Minister Badaru resigns. Coup that Nigeria protects Guinea-Bissau's opposition candidate. Page 8. All right, that's Nigeria's position. To another page 8 now. Ribadu is saying terrorism, US, France, UK backing Nigeria with technical support. All right, the best backers up now. Bid round, federal government offers 50 oil blocks, targets $10 billion investments. Page 19 has got that story for you. And I'm going to yet another daily now, and that would be the Daily Trust newspaper this morning, right? Okay, so with the Daily Trust newspaper, what do we see? Kano, new bandits frontier. Kano, new bandits frontier, right? And this has one writer to it. Consequences for economy. Kano, new bandits frontier. Consequences for economy. That is what that says. Now, all right, let's go see some others with the Daily Trust newspaper. Niger students abduction. We are having sleepless nights. Parents tell NSA. Page 5. And we see this one here. Defense Minister Badaru resigns. And page 6. Okay. And we see this one on page 23, how agri industrial sectors pushed Nigeria's GDP by 3.98% in quarter three. Banditry, northern governors urged Tinubu to suspend mining for 6 months. Page 6. Oshun 2026, Adeleke no longer interested in PDP tickets, party chair. All right, you'd find that one on page 13 and to page 7 now. Okay, to page 32. I think it's almost the same thing. All right, those are paid. So we just would leave it be in this instant, though. Right. Now, I'll open the phone lines so that we can have a one-on-one conversation. Remember how it goes. Keep it short and simple. Go straight to the point. Your name, your location, and your submission. All right? Let me know which of the headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, begs for your reaction, and we can take it from there already. Keep it in mind that this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Yes, we give you an audio, visual, radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. Remember to also follow us across social media platforms. I'm talking Facebook and YouTube. YouTube precisely as well. Very important. Make sure to hit the subscribe. Yeah? That's right. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja. Do the same with the Facebook page wall at Eagles FM Abuja. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, it's your first time ever, you just want to identify with us as a family. All right, the number would be 0907 353 0044. The other number is 0908 766 8888. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello. Okay, that's a miss. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you. Honorable?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, go ahead, Honorable. Go ahead.
Yeah, very good. Mr. Governor Adeleke is no longer interested in CDP, ticket.
Yeah.
Imagine if you are the one, can you be interested? Who is going to nominate him? PDP is a good party. The man has taken a wise decision. He should look for a political platform and join. And then Defense Minister resigning. I expected this long ago. He is not resigning. He has not resigned. To me, it's sad because he had a meeting with the president, and from there, he says he's resigning. Why is it that the generals are always resigning because of their hate? Why? He said, the president should appoint a Christian now. This is the time. Appoint a Christian. We don't want any. I'm not being biased. Appoint a Christian and a retired general as a state minister. And that will solve a lot of problems. Imagine what is happening. Imagine what in the FCT here. We are no longer secure. We're no longer secure. And then in any country where this illegal mining is going on, there is always security challenges. Imagine this Chinese and all these things go to villages. Me, I've done a lot of research. I've been to villages where these things are happening. Close to my own village. These people are there. They are kidnapping people. They are kidnapping indigents. They are kidnapping the villagers there. Why are they not being kidnapped? Why are they not kidnapping? They have not been kidnapped. None of them have been kidnapped. Why? And they are there. So anything managed with insecurity, I advise Mr. President to ban this completely now, because that is part of our problem. Thank you, and God bless.
All right, appreciate that one right there from Honorable Edwards, giving its take loudly and clearly. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Ray, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, please. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Happy Tuesday morning to you.
Many thanks.
And our queen and the rest of your staff.
Yeah, Saminu.
Yeah, on to Saminu from Lifecam.
Awesome. Welcome, Saminu. Talk to us.
Yeah. You see, on the issue of insecurity, please let us remove sentiment in all ramifications. You don't have to talk about a Muslim or Christian.
Right.
Me, I want to say to the president that he should replace the minister that resigned, who's Christopher Musa. Whatever his religion is, we want people that can form. We have to remove sentiment. And then on the issue of suspending mining for 6 months, is that the way out? I want to call on all the northern governors, all these textiles and factories and companies that have been lying down closed for so many years. They should find a way to reactivate them in order to give rooms for employment and what have you. And then the other issue I want to talk about, state police. If that is a good idea, I just pray and hope the incumbent governors will not use that against their opponents in this country.
Okay.
Nigeria is a great country. We need to come together and remove sentiment and move this country forward. We are the solution. We have the solution to our problems ourselves. May God continue to bless you, bless your station. And finally, my brother.
Yes, please.
We are in the last month of December. Please let us obey traffic rules and regulations. If you go on the road, if you see 15 vehicles passing, I bet you 10, 12 are making use of cell phone, which is very, very unhealthy. We need to change our attitude and mindset. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, my dear.
Selassie from Lifecam. God bless you.
Appreciate Saminu right there, giving his thoughts loudly and clearly. Now we just head out now and see how we can pay our bills. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Your number one radio experience you can count on. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
What is it that they told you?
Chai, it don't happen, oh.
Oga Shike, wetin happen?
Now this my Abuja Home Limited, oh. The Ogbonge real estate company, where they reliable, where they support small man.
My Abuja Home Limited?
Yes, oh. Then don't they sell their out of old title estate land for Karishi for cheap amounts.
Karishi bawo? This our Karishi. Where for Karishi sef?
Just opposite the Navy Phase 2 estate, you could see their land back for their discount pre-lot price. Their 400 square meter plot of land now just 4.9 million naira, while their 200 square meter plot now just 3 million naira only.
Hey, Oga Shike, this na the best deal bros for land wey get correct title document oh.
My brother, as I read my Abuja home office like this, I buy 4 plots at one time. The one wey bust my head finish na say you feel they pay small and then show me their out of old title certificate from Najis. My brother, but hurry oh, na only 37 plots dey the estate oh.
Morire Oga Shike, abeg give me their number.
Yes, you fit call their number for 0808 8837 426. The number again 0808 8837 426. Abi you fit call this other number 0808 27 23824. The number again 0808 27 23824. Or you fit visit their website for www.myabujahome.com.
Hello, I want to buy land oh. Buy or talking?
Vayo, I don't show you will. My Abuja Home, live the life.
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us, keeping the microphone in check and also intimating you on the fact that this is the page that's taking this call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, please. Yes, please.
Compliment of season.
Compliments of the season, my brother. What's your name? Where you calling from? Sorry?
From Gwagwalada.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
Thank you. The decision taken by Northern Governors Forum is a good one. Kudos to them. We hope they will extend beyond banning illegal mining. They will ban open grading outright, and they should be more strategic. There should not be compromise. We want an overwhelming strategic security planning that will be after these terrorists wherever they are. We know their physics, we know their appearance. They belong to certain stocks of Nigeria. There should not be, nobody should be spared. We want peace, absolute peace in our country. That is my take. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We want peace, absolute peace, and very straight to the point it is. Well, Apostle Also Life is standing by. Apostle, good morning. Yes, please. Yes, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm speaking from Apo Tamanga right here.
Awesome. Talk to us, Apostle Also Life.
So, quite unfortunate that when I'm hearing the headlines, I was sharing tears. A country, during my primary school days, they tell us that Nigeria is the end of Africa, but see what we are seeing today. So, and they resign of that minister. Yeah. It's a welcome development. Let them look for Christopher. This man they removed after have been fighting in this insecurity.
Yeah.
I don't know the name very well. The Christopher
Musa.
Chief of Pekin. The man was performing. Yeah. I don't know why why they remove that man. They have to call him to use him to replace the man that resigned. Another thing is that in this a time like this, we have insecurity and fighting us. I saw one minister in Abuja here. His convoy is from here to wherever and fight. And I'm sharing tears. If to say they are not fighting, they are not seeing what is happening in this country. They are after living a luxurious life, whereby the mandate we gave to them, the mandate is, lavishing in their hand. So it's only God will help this country called Nigeria. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you so much.
I remain Apostle also like AKA Wokenenwe. God bless you for the good opportunity given to us to fulfill our mind.
That's
Thank
right.
you and God bless you.
That's right. It's a mandate that we have, it's a mandate that you have, it's a responsibility that we both share, and that's why we're doing this. Thank you so much for that, Apostle. Well, the number is still buzzing. We'll just take one more call and then head out to the WhatsApp and Facebook page as well as YouTube. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning, I'm Chimeze calling from Asoko.
All right, Chimeze, welcome aboard. Talk to us, Chimeze. Talk to us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember calling into your station and other platforms to say that President Tinubu needs to remove 2 persons from his security post, from their security post for this country to move. One has been removed. He didn't resign. When at times I come on air and say things, you may say, what is my source? I mix with people. He was asked to step down. He was dismissed. And we have seen the void created by the absence of the damage created by the void of former Chief of Defense Staff General Musa. Let them swallow the bitter pill and call them back. The northern governors calling for 6 months suspension. So at last, you people have accepted that there's illegal mining of rare earth minerals in your area. You see, when things happen in this country, let us go into retrospect. Right. They were all denying it. Now the truth has been. Why 6 months? Where are the Chinese? Where are they now that are trying to support this Boko Haram, Fulani ISOR terrorists by arming them to protect their gold, their mining sites? My brother, I told you that wherever you see outbreak of diseases, epidemics, or pandemics, know that there's a rare mineral there. That is what has happened. We know people that are constituent to this terrorism. Imagine a minister telling you that where the terrorists are, bomb cannot penetrate them. That statement is supposed to make him a person of interest.
Right.
He should come and tell us how they have gone to fortify the terrorist enclave so that bomb does not penetrate it. I only want to tell him that this is dry season. There's a napalm bomb that can be used to flush these people out so that this country moves. Thank you for being firm. I appreciate your station. Keep it up.
Thank you
very much.
Chimeze, appreciate that one. All right. Being firm. Appreciate that too from you, Chimeze. But anyways, let's go see some messages via the Facebook page wall. Quite a number of messages standing strong right there and standing tall. Let's start with this one. It's coming from Wachuku Kennedy Chinedu, voice of Mbese from Okukwa, Umuhu, Okwato. Good morning, Mr. Speaker, he says. Adeleke dumping PDP is a clear indication that PDP will soon be withered as Tinubu and his cohorts are planning to make Nigeria a one-party system. Okay, that's what Wachuku believes, Kennedy. But let's go see what my dear friend and brother has got to say. He says, good morning, Mr. UD, a.k.a. our radio bulldozer. Okay, all right, bulldozing. Anyways, watching you live from National Assembly quarters, always my prayers is that may Almighty Allah give us good leaders who have Nigeria and Nigerians at heart. And Mr. UD, I think even Bello Matawalle too needs to resign because he himself has got some allegations against him in this institute, challenges. Okay, this is institute or constituting challenges that we are facing in the country. All right, Suleiman Danfulani, all the way from National Assembly quarters, thank you, says even Matawalle, please, y'all should look into him. That's what Suleiman is saying. But we see this one, Comrade Meriga says, please, our governors, well done. Okay, it said let mining not just be suspended, but have a total and indefinite ban. All right, Comrade Maigriga. Seems like every Nigerian already knows the truth. So, I heard you, my dear friend and brother, calling in and telling us that, oh, finally they accept it. I mean, it's really... there's a limit to what propaganda can go, or how far propaganda can go. I mean, Nigerians know it, and you come out right here in the public and tell us no, it's not it, and then maybe months after you're back to saying, oh, there should be a ban to this. It's really sad. All right, and that's why it behoves on us on here, whilst on this job, to have verifiable facts, so that when we talk about it, we are not just talking about it because, as the NBC and the others would want to say, okay, you're trying to incite. Nobody is inciting anything. NBC too, if you have to do research so you can find out for yourself, because it's right there, right in front of you, right? So some of these things that we allow permissibly, or we say too, as presenters or OAPs, it's because there has been research. It's right there in front of you. So I will not see the truth. I will not say the truth and not say it. Well, may not say it in a way that will cause disaster, but I will still say the truth, regardless. Yeah, because the truth is the truth. If everybody knows it, the federal government is saying something different over a certain issue, who is hurting who? And as my dear friend and brothers will say, who is fooling who? At this point in time, the truth has to be said, regardless. Yeah, but yeah, we see this one here now, and we go to the WhatsApp portal. As I say, please show us some love and support as you go to the YouTube channel at Eagles FM Abuja, and subscribe. All right, just subscribe and leave a comment too. All right, I'd like to read your comment out from the YouTube channel. All right, well, anyways, we see my dear friend and brother. I'm seeing Dan, my namesake from Kurudu right there. Dan has got something to say for 55 seconds. Let's go take a listen to what Dan has got to say.
Good morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, you.
Good morning to you, Dan.
Yes, yeah. My name is Daniel from Kurudu. Well, Governor Adeleke resigning is not something strange. We have been expecting it from him all this while.
Right.
But to me, I don't believe so much in political party. I believe in governance. We are one Nigeria. You can belong to any political party, but let dividends of democracy be our number one priority as citizens of this country. And the Minister of Defense resignation is like the more you see, the less you know. And within sometimes the genuine reason will still be uncovered.
Right.
God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless you, Sefo. Thank you for your wonderful job.
Thank you, Daniel, for that one. And yeah, the more you look, the less you see. The more you see, the harder you understand. I don't know, Dan, on this, honestly, you put it in the way quite a number of family members would have even said it. Yeah, and let's go to Bibi, my dear friend and sister.
Oh, Eagles FM. Good morning, sir. This
Hello,
morning.
Good morning, Bibi. You sound excited.
I greet every our caller. I greet a man of microphone. So let's God will bless you.
Yeah.
But I waiting me. I want to Bibi bless what to pull mouth. They say our president say may every state pay $1 billion every month for security. But I want to ask. So he that is state now say we can feel capable to pay.
Baby, it's not Mr. President. It's the 19 northern governors that came together to make that decision. All right, and I think this is also part of looking into state policing and providing security for their various respective states. Okay, go ahead.
$1 billion for security purpose. Are they using the money pay security, or they are sharing the money between themselves? I can say now because they are receiving money past security where they say make they guide us. Are they using the money to buy gun for our security? When we ask our president, the money we say make every state pay. What do they want use the money do? Not to take a buy gun, not to take a they pay them. I think you go the year retire police, retire soldier, all till now they never see receive their pension, they never see receive their salary. So police now they never see receive their salary. We sure say every state pay again. If I say this our president, where be president now market now business he come when you do the business finish for 7-8 years now you go or 7-8 years where you say what do you go abi? No problem. All the money sources is gone. You know if you take out they pay security, you say every state they pay. But when every state say that they carry God, they say no. Every state they protect themselves, they say no. But they say we pay $1 billion. $1 billion. What do we do when we go to see $1 billion pay?
All right, baby, you overshot. But yeah, as I said, I've corrected that. I will correct it again so that it doesn't become a misinformation. All right, it's not Mr. President ordering that. I mean, 19 northern states came together and said in a consensus that, you know what, we have to raise 1 billion naira. Each state should raise it, all right, so that they can tackle insecurity. But some points you've raised right there, are they also, are these monies going to be judiciously used for insecurity? Because we've seen time and time again, over and over and out, where monies like that have been put together and in the end it just disappears. It's either a snake came to swallow it, or a monkey came, or a dragon, from the sky that's long extinct will just appear and then, send fire to the money, blaze it all out, evaporate it. I mean, it's crazy. Even with the NMPC, we've seen monies just lose, they change location. And you wonder how these things are changing location. But anyways, then you also mentioned the subsidy part. Honestly, BB, quite a number of family members and Nigerians are really worried. Subsidy's gone, and yes, money's 4 times. State governors are receiving 4 times of what they received before now. And yet, here we are with insecurity. I mean, I remember, is it Niger State governor sending a message to his colleagues, other governors of the federation, saying that, look, we received 4 times our allocation, whatever it was we received before. So you have no excuse whatsoever. You governors, my dear friends, you have no excuse to allow insecurity persist within your domain. Well, Salasi, let's hear from you.
Daniel, the man with the golden voice.
Good morning to you.
My name is Salasi. I'm sending this voice note right now around Zuba Axis.
Thank you,
I greet Saminu from Lafka, and I greet Eric. I greet Triple D from Wari. BB Blessing, I greet you. I greet the listeners and callers. Original Fulani man, Nagesheka. I want to start by talking about the coup in Guinea-Bissau. Nigerian government should see that they return that president, the president that won, into power, because the incumbent know that he wouldn't get, he will lose, and he orchestrates the coup and plan that there was coup, and he ran away from the country to Senegal. Even Senegal pursue him. Now he's in DR Congo. So they should go after that man and get him arrested. And the person that won the election should be there. Nigeria should show that they are the giant of Africa. We want to see whether truly we are the giant of Africa in the aspect of bringing this man to power. Because he won the election. That is what Jonathan briefed the president about the election in Guinea-Bissau. Then come to the issue of security. I want to say congratulations to Christopher Musa, because he will become the Minister of Defense, the way I'm seeing things. So that one has gone. So we want to see how they will tackle this insecurity. When we talk about insecurity, as I always say, it's like throwing stone in the market. You never know who it may hit. So you can see how it's so ravaging all over now. To travel safe now, one have to be very careful. If it's not necessary for you to travel, don't travel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, you heard it. If it's not necessary for you to travel, don't travel.
Yeah, Chief Udak, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Anthony Witness, speaking from Suleja.
Awesome, talk to us.
Udak, this is your advert now. Wow. Since you started this advert, your plot still remains 37 plus. Has always remained 37 up to now. It means there seems to be no progress. But that's by the way. Talking about stopping mining in the north. Please, Chief Udak, educate me. I've never heard about the cost, the proceeds from mining in the north. I've never had it being declared for the federal government, gold and many other solid minerals. I've never had. But there was a time, allegedly, it was said that the states that mine them use them. But I know it's not supposed to be so. It's supposed to be a federal stuff. So if they are stopping mining for 6 months, the ones that have mined before now, where are the proceeds? Can you please educate me on this? Thank you. Have a good day.
Well, about the plots. Okay, Anthony Whitney, I'm not going to talk about that. But anyways, though, yeah. We have never heard about mining, what we gain from mining. Honestly, Anthony, I've not heard myself. All we know is crude oil. When it comes to crude, whether it's offshore and onshore, it is Nigeria's property. It is not the states where these crude has been, taken from, extracted. No, it's not their property. It's Nigeria's property. But when it comes to gold and the rest, it is a state business. Well, even though it is a state business as it seems, it does seem as though there are some statesmen that are more equal than some states. Do you understand? So there is even hierarchy when it comes to that. And yeah, this is a call to the federal government, please, enlist to us and let us know now. How we have these resources now. Let us know how you're using it, how you decimate, how you're sending across the border, and all of that. Let's know now. Whose property is it? Is it the state? Is it for some statesmen, or is it for Nigerians? Okay, I guess that's what Anthony Witness is saying. But yeah, thank you for witnessing that one, Anthony. Right. Well, I see this one here now. It's coming from Triple D. All right, Triple D, let's go take this.
Barrister Yudi, the man with a golden voice.
Triple,
My name is
morning.
Triple D, sending this voice message right now from Waru.
Awesome.
I celebrate you, Yudi.
Thank you.
I celebrate the gift of
you
life.
too.
I greet our callers. I greet our listeners. I greet all Nigerians. Minister of Defense resigned. Yudi, he has been sacked.
Okay.
Ask yourself, Yudi, since this man is on that seat, what has he achieved? That's just one question. Mr. Yudi, let me tell you something about this our northerner. I'm a confirmed northerner.
Right.
Everybody believes that once he comes to politics, if he did not do without the northerners, the country will not move forward. And most of them are the cause of our problem, the cause of setback. I'm saying it with a strong authority.
Okay.
2 of them need to go. I pray Nigeria get it right. Have a wonderful day, Yudi. Salasi, I greet you.
2 of them needs to go. See, that's the real issue. When Nigerians already know the truth and you're trying to remove the truth from us. I don't know how you manage that. But anyways, let's go to some messages right here now, starting with this one here. It's coming from Lion Boy all the way from Local Goma. Good morning, Udwak. Happy New Month. Yes, Happy New Month as I slap you an on-air high five right there. The Minister of Defense has resigned. In the first place, is the president supposed to nominate a civilian as the defense minister? What happened to retired generals, retired captains, retired army and naval chiefs? No wonder a doctor is our education minister. What happened to an educationist? Then the northern governors asked the president to suspend mining for 6 months. You can now see that they know what they are doing. Do have a nice day today. All right, you too. They know what they are doing. Isn't it clear? But Chinonso from Suleja right there. State Minister for Defense, Mr. Matawale, should not resign. He should be sacked immediately. Minister of Defense, Badaru, was asked to step aside. All right. Okay. I see this one now from my dear friend and brother, Yunusa Dantani Ibrahim from Abaji. It says, good morning, gentle UD. Good morning to you too, Yunusa. It says, regards to the Minister of Defense that resigned, we thank him for his contribution. Meanwhile, federal government should look forward to appointing the most competent person based on credibility. More so, to those decamping from other parties to APC, they should think twice. Dumping your party to join APC cannot determine victory come 2027. All right, some very strong authority statement right there. I see this one is coming from James all the way from Suleja. It says, good morning, Sire UD. Good morning, Sire James. The country has gone mad. So finally, there is now admittance of mining activities in the northern state. I thought we've always heard denials and counter denials when the whole insecurity was being initially linked to the numerous mining activities in the north by the Chinese. And these are the people who believe the Americans are coming for our minerals. Let's keep deceiving the masses. What's more painful is the fact that the oil deposits in the south is the property of the nation, but the solid minerals in the north is a free-for-all for the states and their affiliates. At least the American threat is making the government pretend to now be working. When you have a minister who is so ignorant enough to claim bombs cannot penetrate forest, and a minister of state who claims bandits and terrorists are not all criminals but only on a revenge mission, what reasonable change can come from them? We will still get to the truth about the names of those linked to these terrorists and their places in the government. Let the American pressure continue. It's already yielding forced results. It is the height of shamelessness for the government to tell us kidnapped students are doing fine in captivity. Why haven't they been reached out to why haven't they reached out to them the way they did to their Kebi counterparts? I thought Mr. Bayonanuga stated that the government knows these terrorists. I mean, that's a solid statement right there from Bayonanuga saying the government knows the terrorists. So, is it a Tea Party kind of knowing? Is it a high five, come let's gist at night kind of? Well, I don't know. You know them, but can't bring them to book. I mean, bombs cannot penetrate. I don't know. It's sounding to me like another snake swallowing money. I mean, it's only Nigeria. And, okay, Yusuf from Wusei 2 says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you, Yusuf. Banditry. Northern governors urged Tinubu to suspend mining for 6 months. To me, that is not enough. There should be a total ban of exploitation of solid minerals. It is becoming evident that the motivation for banditry is access to our mineral resources, and if the government refuses to seize control of the motivation, terrorism will continue to fund itself through exploitation of our mineral resources. Once government outlaws mining of any solid mineral, locate where illegal mining is taking place by using technology and bomb them out of existence, we won't have respite. After all, exploitation of solid minerals is not contributing anything meaningful to the national purse due to activities of illegal miners. All right, Yusuf right there saying it the way it is. All right, now I'll just put a close to it ready. Alan Smith is standing by. It's going to be taking you sports on Eagles Wings, but thank you for being a part of the discourse at this hour. At the 9 o'clock hour, oh yes, we will indeed look at the former AGF, the Malami issue. That's what we're looking at for the 9 o'clock hour. Don't go away.